On the island of Puerto Rico, there's not a standardized contract. In Florida, we've got one called the FAR bar, but you don't have that here. So what we like to do is a letter of intent, or LOI. And that will spell out what your offer is. You can do it through an email, you can do it through a text, you could even do it verbally, but we like to have it in writing. So basically my letter of intent would say, hey, Mr. Seller, I'm willing to pay you X. I'm willing to give you this amount of money down. I need an inspection period for this amount of time. Why do I need an inspection period? Because you want to make sure that you've done all of your homework and that you got all of your numbers right before you commit to purchasing it. You want to tell them how much money you're going to put down as a deposit, because if you leave it to them, they're going to ask you for a whole bunch of money, and you don't want to do that. You want to give them 500 or 1,000 or maybe up to a couple of $1,000, and you want to set those terms. How long is it going to take us to close? So if it's a cash deal on the island of Puerto Rico, maybe 30 days you could do, 30 to 45 days. If it's a finance deal, 45 days. If you're looking at the bank, 45 days is like the fastest that it could be. So you want to make sure that your offers inside your letter of intent let people know what kind of offer you're making. Is it a cash deal? Is it a finance deal? And how much time do you need to close? Once they've accepted your LOI, your letter of intent, you can then send that off to the closing attorney and ask them to paper it up. They'll create a contract for you, and they'll do that as part of their services so that they can get the closing. I don't want it to sound super difficult, guys. What's most important, again, is that you get started. You start looking at the real estate. You start talking to the sellers. You start talking to the realtors. Just get out there and do the things that you can do. The easy stuff.